I know that people in this country have a propensity. Let me tell y'all something. There's such thing in this country. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm not afraid. There's such a thing, and I'm not saying people shouldn't be accountable, but you know, we're trying to do something that's crazy right now, and I'm going to say it. And there are people that are doing brand new evil things that they've got to account to their creator for. But there's such thing as white guilt in this country. White guilt with current people feeling bad about stuff that was done in the past. I'm not saying that we shouldn't feel bad. I'm not saying that we should not have empathy. I'm not saying that we should not have sympathy. But you're going to have a problem, and that's why the country seems like it's moving towards a war. I ain't trying to let nobody off the hook. I'm talking truth and facts. You're going to have a problem having somebody held accountable for something that somebody else did in the past. So we're trying to repair. I'm not saying that I'm anti-reparations on every concept and from every premise, but I'm telling you what, will reparations today repair what was done to people that's already gone? Will holding accountable people who have guilt today from their ancestors past, for example, fix what their ancestors did, because their ancestors are already gone and being judged according to our belief in this holy writ? So we can have opinions, but when we look at the dynamic of how we're supposed to believe out of the word, are we making progress when we're trying to live in and rectify the past when we wasn't even there? That doesn't mean ignore today's problems, but what I'm saying is, are you even dealing with today's problems when all we're doing is struggling with the past problems that we weren't even a part of, literally and physically? Now, do they transfer to us in the spirit? I believe that they can be passed along. I believe that we are walking in some curses that come through and circumvent generations. But what are the problems of trying to repair myself of my ancestors being a slave is that I'm not a slave. Guess what? We don't have to fight one another, beloved, on this planet, because you know who wants you to be a slave more so than any other person that looks different than you or that is a part of another community or a collective is Satan, your adversary. He would love for you to look at yourself for the rest of your life as a victim, and you weren't even physically or literally victimized with the people that were in your past. Why are we stuck in the past? Has nothing to do with, I am not, y'all can try to twist this if you want to. I'm not trying to say that we should not deal with the way that the past is still affecting us. What I'm trying to say is why are we voluntarily allowing ourselves to stay stuck there? There's a spirit that wants the world locked in the trauma of yesterday. And that's why we can't see what's coming at us. Lord, Holy Ghost and fire. So, moving towards my conclusion, let me ask this. What or who, in most cases, if we were to be honest, is holding you in your past? Every human being will encounter someone battling to move on from something that they've either done or has been done to them. And unfortunately, far too many folks out there believe they have merit and justification for being stuck when the experience of their past involves something done to them rather than something they've done. So many of you all are folding your arms, or people may have already left Selara the Third because they're like, listen, I ain't got to listen to this because I did not do this to myself. It was done to me. That's still not a spiritual justification for staying stuck there, beloved. Let me remind you of something. The reason why we on this live today, I hope so. I didn't open up. I opened up with Shabbat Shalom. I didn't open up with Assalamu Alaikum. No offense to my Islamic brothers and sisters, but what I'm saying is we're here because we believe in the power of the cross. And the cross exempts you from the debt of your past. I suggest that you take advantage of the free gift of salvation that came from the cross. I'm not trying to be overt. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be condescending or facetious. I'm encouraging you. He did not die for nothing. He died to free you to move forward. That you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. But we want to stay back there. What or who in most cases, if we were to be honest, is holding you in your past? The answer is you. You're the only one who can. And if we're being truthful and literal, that means actual. Not even you can place yourself back in your past. You got a time machine? Well, let me know. Hit me up after the live, because I'd like to travel back before I withdrew a lot of the money out of my account back in the day. You know what I mean? No, we don't have no time machine. So we lock our minds and our souls in our past, but literally can't go back there. You are literally free, but decide to take up residence there. I'm not saying